Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Lindsay, and so I thought I would just cut out some ephemera that I will be using probably in some junk journals or projects coming up, and I would just talk to you about my new website. I thought that you guys might really be interested in it. I have put lots of hours into this website over the last few months, including getting all the images, setting up the website, learning how to set up the website, learning how to set up the payment, and I've had a few successful test runs already. See, you can cut ephemera even with scissors that aren't the right size or don't work that well. It's just whatever is around. So these ephemera pages that I am actually cutting out here are from my new website called vintageimageclub.com, and the name may sound familiar because you might be familiar with Nevermore Creations Vintage Image Club. It's been an email image club that I have done over the past 6 months, maybe 5-6 months. It has been fairly successful. I've had a ton of fun. I have hundreds of images curated from that, and every week I continue to find more public domain images. I research and make sure they are in the public domain so that you can actually use them in your journals and not have to worry about it, or you can use it to create digitals and sell them and not worry about it. So I've decided that I needed to move on from the email club because it's a lot of work, both on my end and for everyone who gets the emails. And it would be a whole lot easier to create a website that had all of the images that you could just, if you're on a computer, right click and save, or you could save onto your tablet and print, and all of that. So if you'll go over to vintageimageclub.com, I've set up the website so that you are able to view all of the image collections that are available, and you can even download one free image from every single collection. So like this is a pamphlet from Domestic Sewing Machines, and there are these vintage sewing machines. One of these images is free. You can just save it to your computer, use it, no problem. I have vintage beverage trading cards. One of these is free, as well as these vintage birds, and hundreds more images than just these. But you can see pretty much an idea of what you're getting before you sign up. There are some freebies where you get all the images as well, just because I like to offer that. But these here that I've printed are easy print sheets. In other words, I've taken these public domain vintage images that I have curated from off the internet, and they're not too hard to find. I mean, yes, it takes time to figure them out and put them together and find them and decide what's usable and which ones I like the best and which ones have the best color, all that sort of thing. But I don't spend my time as much in editing them. Usually the vintage colors are just fine for me the way that they are scanned. But what I do is I set them up on sheets. So 9 to a page, or this was 4 to a page. Sometimes I have 6 to a page. Sometimes I have 2 to a page. And I try to do different sized sheets so that you can easily save and print and not have to worry about fussing with putting multiple images on a page. But I also offer most of the images individual as well, so that way you can resize them, you can put them in your own sheets, you can make digitals with them. So there is a lot that you can do. I also would love input. If there's certain types of images you're looking for, I could perhaps curate specific ones for you and add them to the site, as well as say you want these vintage images here, these beverage cards, and I have 9 to a page, and you would really like 4 to a page or 6 to a page. You can send me an email, and when I get a chance, I would be more than glad to create a setup that has a different number to a page and add that to the website so that you can have it in different sizes as well. Right now I have 2 membership options. They are automatically renewed unless you cancel it. I have monthly and I have yearly. So I polled on my Facebook group to see what people thought I should charge, and I took everybody's comments into consideration and tried to do a middle ground and tried to do a conservative, kind of right in the middle of what people thought I should do. And I thank you all for your information and opinion on that. So it is $5 a month or $50 a year. So if you do a year, that's a saving of $10. I thought that might be nice for some people who know they want to do it more than a month and want to keep, just do it once and not have to worry about it and get that good discount. So these are only a few. I have so many more on there. Go over there, look around. Let me know in the comments section below what you found, what you thought, what you liked. And please consider signing up. It will help me be able to spend time to put together and curate more easy print sheets and to curate more vintage images. The more of you who sign up, then that allows me to spend more time because it helps to provide for my family and it helps to provide money so I can actually have time to do this and I don't have to spend the time in other ways making money. Of course, I'm still going to do other things, the marketplace and journal supplies and making my own journals and all of that. But this is a service I absolutely adore. I love hunting vintage images online and making sure they're in the public domain and putting them together into cute little collections so that they can be used in our journals. It is just so much fun. So I hope you will check that out. If you have any questions or concerns, please just let me know. I was answering questions earlier today. I was more than happy to. One lady was asking me several questions about it and I answered her questions. She got so excited. She actually bought a yearly membership. That really just made my whole afternoon to get my first yearly membership. I hope that this is something that all of you who have tried the email version will sign up and do, since we are at the end of season 3 of doing that. There will be one more email going out probably tomorrow or Monday for that. And then I will tie that up and send those prints out for anyone who ordered prints. Now let's talk about prints for just a minute because I have added something new to my website, nevermorecreation17.com. So that's where you go to order marketplace journals or journal supplies. That's where everybody has always gone to order. That is still up and going, very busy, very, very, very active. And I have decided to add a print option for these easy print sheets. If you don't have a printer, but you really, really want to be able to use these images, I have you more than covered. You do need to sign up for a membership and have an active membership if you want the images printed. So you can choose monthly or yearly, and then there is a print per page option. I thought that would be so helpful for everybody, especially if you are on a limited budget. So if you can only afford 2 or 3 pages and you want to add it to your order, you can do that and you don't have to buy 10 or 20 or 100 pages. Then I offer different types of paper. I thought that would help you all too. So obviously 20-pound copy paper, that's the cheapest. But if you don't have a big budget and you know that you could glue it to some cardstock you have laying around, or you're going to sew it to coffee dye paper you have laying around, so that would work just fine and save you some money, then I have that option. But I also offer 67-pound, 28-pound. I offer ivory, 110-pound. I offer parchment paper, and I offer heavy glossy paper. They go up in 10-cent increments per style. Some of them are rather expensive for me to purchase and keep in stock. And of course, the images look absolutely incredible. What I'm cutting on right here is just 67-pound white cardstock. But if there's an option I don't have listed that you want, let me know. I'll look into adding more options. I think that more options would be really fun. I want to add some textured options in the future as well. I don't actually have that in stock or in inventory right now, so I'm not doing that right now. But in the future, I will be adding more, I hope. So for example, just plain paper is 50 cents a copy, and you can choose what you want. They'll be printed and added to your order, or just, you know, there's a flat, I'm just going to flat rate shipping from now on. Because of all these prints and the digitals and all of that, it's just $2.99 flat rate. Doesn't matter how many things you buy from the United States, flat rate shipping. You can, you know, buy your normal stuff and then add a couple pages, you know, won't cost you very much. at all. And you can just add those on there. So it is all explained in the listing, and I'll make sure that I actually link that listing in the description box below so you can go to that listing and read all about it. But when you purchase the this is ink on my fingers from refilling my printer. When you purchase the pages that you want printed. For example, if you wanted printed what I just had here, the 3 pages that I cut off, you would say quantity 3, and you would choose in the drop down box white 67 pound, and then in the notes section you would say domestic sewing easy print sheet, vintage beverages easy print sheet, and these vintage birds easy print sheet. I would print those off for you. If there's a 2-page easy print sheet on one of the posts, that would obviously, you'd have to do quantity 2 because it's per page. You can also use this service for any of my digitals on my website, like my kits that I've designed, whether it's my beautiful bovines that I just finished, or my multifaceted gem kit, or my postage due postage kit. Any of my ephemera kits, that's a great way for you to just get a couple pages printed, mix and match your kits, change papers up. You can do all of that within this listing. Just make sure you're very clear in the notes section so that I get you exactly what you want. So I hope that this was an exciting video for you. It was sure a busy day for me trying to get this all up and going. I want to give many, many, many thanks to my dear friend JoAnn for being my guinea pig and spending part of her morning helping me test out this site. She is so happy with it though. It just really made my day that she's already been printing out things and working with them. She printed out these vintage beverage trading cards and she's been creating with them already. So I'm sure you'll see some of her creations in the store in the next couple of weeks. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, would you please consider subscribing? We have a fall stock coming up September 1st. You won't want to miss it. We have some really amazing supplies that you're going to want to get for your journals, especially since both JoAnn and I, and we live in different states, have been to, let's see, she's been to Michael's, I've been to Hobby Lobby, I've been to Tuesday Morning. Tuesday Morning had a couple things, but there's not a whole lot for supplies just running to the store for your fall paper crafting. So we've got you covered. We've got great things for you, but you don't want to miss that video. It's probably, the listings are going to go pretty quickly. So definitely check that out. Also, a side note, I do have one tea deluxe kit left. I've reduced that price to $38.99, and maybe you guys don't know there's one left. Sometimes they get hidden in all of the supply, in all of the listings, but I just wanted to let you know there's one left, so someone might want to snag that up before it's gone. I'll see all of you Monday with a brand new video, and I'm hoping to do a junk journal with me to finish up my personal junk journal and start in a new one. So be sure to subscribe so that you can be right there with me, and go ahead and sign up for this. Get some images printed out or put your order in, because on Monday I'm going to be using some of these images in my personal journal and making a couple things with them for my personal journal. So you might want to get some ideas and play along in your journal with them as well. I'll see all of you later. Have a great day.